We have 2.5 months of supply in the Portland metro area. The market action report was just released by the RMLS. It's something that us data geeks really look forward to every month so that we can kind of see the health of the local market. I'm going to show you the report over here on my computer, and we'll go over the numbers in case you want to follow along or in case you had any questions about how the market is doing. Let's take a look. All right, the first thing we look at when the market action report comes out is this chart in the top right corner of the page. Here we have 2.5 months of inventory ending December of 2018, and I look backwards through the year of 2018, and I cross-reference it to previous December. So you can see at 2.5 months, the previous 2 years, that's quite a lot more months of inventory than we've had in Decembers in the past. And it's also continuing kind of the mid to upper 2 and even in the 3-month range that we had in the last half of 2018. See a lot of ones, 1 month of supply, 1.4, and so on in 2016. We had a little bit into the 2s at the end of 2017, but then back into the 1s in 2018 until the last 6 months or so. We've been holding around 2.5, 2.7, 2.8. And so it's just showing that we finally have some relief in the number of listings that we have based on the number of closings. So a lot of buyers were getting frustrated that we don't have a lot of inventory, so they were having to write offers, as soon as the listing came live. They were getting beat out by multiple offers, or they weren't able to see a house in time before it went pending. And that was actually causing sellers to not want to list their house for sale because they were afraid that they wouldn't find a comparable house or a better house, the kind they're looking for. So they're not going to list because they don't think they can find something. So it's like a chicken and the egg thing. There's no homes available for the buyers, and so sellers aren't going to list their house because there's no home available for them to buy if they sold their house. Now we're seeing a little more inventory. It's a little more balanced. There's not such a big rush, and it's actually a pretty healthy market. You might have heard headlines that the market is really slow, that interest rates are being raised, all that kind of stuff. I actually am very encouraged by these numbers. I think it's more of a normalizing, and so it should encourage you, if you're thinking about selling, that we'll have something available for you to replace that home with. And if you have kind of stopped looking, if you're buying, maybe it's time to start looking again. I think we might have something for you. So looking at some of the other numbers, the number of closings actually decreased 5.9% year over year. So we did have less transactions in 2018 than we did in 2017. And the economists are predicting that 2019 is actually going to be more like 2017. So we should see a little bit nationally anyways, a increase in the number of sales. The median home price is at $400,000. That is as many homes sold above that price as they did below that price in 2018. That is your typical Portland home, $400,000. So that's it. I like where we're headed. I think it's a little more breathing room if you're a buyer or a seller, and it should be a pretty decent market going into the spring of 2019. Hope you enjoyed geeking out over the numbers like I do. I plan on doing this every month. About the 15th of the month is when they release the report, and I will keep you in the loop. Thanks for watching.